Hello everyone, welcome back to one of my live streams. So it's Lady Spitfire here. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind my time of when I said I was going to be broadcasting. I had to get myself a lemon and ginger tea. So, you know, now we're going more into autumn. You know, every single day I like to have a nice infusion tea while I'm doing, you know, one of my live streams. Again, I am not sponsored by any companies at all. So I'm just going to bring up the chat on my phone. So again, I'm sorry that I was a little bit behind time. I'm just going to see how everyone is before I start, you know, turning on the ghost box, etc. Andrew is still downstairs. He's watching the end of a program. So, you know, it's better if I wait for him to finish getting ready for bed. You know, he should be going to bed in probably the next 10 minutes or so. As I say, he's just watching something. It's quite a loud action movie. So if you hear any bangs or anything like that, that's just the movie at the moment. So let me just bring up the chat. And I also want to say thank you again to Cat Angel for letting me go on her panel on so it was Saturday for everyone in the US, obviously early hours of Sunday morning for everyone who's in the UK. Thank you again, Cat Angel. Thank you so much for welcoming me onto your panel. I know I didn't really speak a lot. You know, you were getting back into your pillow talk, so I look forward to watching some more of your pillow talk because I really enjoyed that live stream. Interesting. You know, live streams and the paranormal a lot longer than me, so I've learned an awful lot as well. So I'm just going to bring up some of the chat. Oh look, we've clearly had some lurkers already. So I hope everyone's had a wonderful weekend. The reason why I changed my streaming from it would have been the early hours of Sunday morning to now. No, sorry, Monday, sorry. We're on Tuesday now in the UK. Is because it was bank holiday weekend and I wasn't feeling my best yesterday. And I kind of thought, you know, when you're not feeling your best, it's not a good idea to always do a paranormal live stream. I know the chat is going to go up and down, up and down. I'm quite aware of that. So I need to just turn down the volume on my phone because I was watching some YouTube videos earlier today. So thank you to everyone who's newly subscribed to my channel. It means a lot. It's going to help me with my growth with my channel as well. Hello everyone. Amanda, I need to make you a moderator. Hello Kat, hello LT, hello Creo, hello RJ, hello to everyone who's here. Okay, I know some of you are just listening. Thank you for being here, and thank you to everyone who is in the chat now, who is willing to communicate with me. I really do hope Andrew hurries up and goes to bed because I really want to get that ghost box on. Plus, I want to see how everyone is. So anyone who's in the UK, I hope you had a wonderful bank holiday weekend. Unfortunately, I wasn't feeling my best, so I couldn't go to the Steampunk Festival in Lincolnshire. So that's going to be something for next year for me to go to. I really want to get involved with that. As some of you know, I'm really into steampunk and vintage and anything to do with cosplay. And I'm going to be bringing that back onto my channel as we get closer to Halloween. So I've left all the experiments out for Gerald. Okay, so the car hasn't moved for a little while, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put it all on paper. I'm going to line everything out and have a locked camera on that area. So I'm going to do an investigation where there's lots of cameras in my house. Yeah, you've been promoted. Of course you have, Amanda. So I'm just going to have some of my lemon and ginger tea. Ow, that's hot. At some point I'm going to have merchandise as well, and I thought, as I really like infusion teas, and I know I've got some coffee drinkers here as well, I thought that I would do some teacups sort of like this, you know, quite nice, something with like a plane on it, and hashtag Spitfire Squad. I don't know if that was an orb or if that was just a bug, so for the moment I'm going to debunk that as a bug, but I am aware that I haven't been streaming. Obviously I streamed with Cat Angel, but the focus was on her, you know, on her house. Hold on 1 minute. Sorry about this. So the one thing I didn't do, which was light my candles. Yeah, it was quite eerie when I came off your live stream, Kat, because the birds were going and it wasn't completely light outside. I wish he would go to sleep. So at some point, Andrew's hopefully going to help me with an investigation. We're going to try and do one somewhere outside. You know, obviously because of my health, I need someone to be with me. Plus, I would not recommend that anyone goes off and does an investigation on their own. I would recommend that you have a good team. Yeah, you need to think of your health, you know. So let me just... Hi, Liz. Thank you for joining me. That was a good video, by the way, Creo. You really cheered me up. So to anyone, if you are, you know, lighting candles and things like that, please make sure that you have a responsible adult with you. Do not leave candles, you know, left on their own, unattended. Always be in the room with your candle. You know, I light my candles for family members. Okie dokie. Oh, okay. Right. I'm just going to put this one out here right now, okay? This is going to be a total drama-free zone. Now, if I see anyone talking about close friends, slagging them off, bitching about them, sorry, you know what I mean, being cruel, you're not welcome here anymore. I'm sorry, because I've had too much drama here. I don't want to upset good friends, etc. You know, if you've gone in there just to have a look, perhaps, and not really joined in with things, that's okay with me. It's just I don't want my regular viewers, upset, or anything like that. I'm looking out for people. Is it me or is it so muggy in the UK at the moment? I'm waiting for a nice thunderstorm to come. I really am. And I will say that's no disrespect to anyone who is in the Texas area. My thoughts, my prayers are with you at the moment. I've been watching the news. I know I have family, not in that part of America, but I have friends in that part of America. So my thoughts are honestly with you at the moment. I can't imagine what you're all going through, and if there's anything that I can do, I would love to, perhaps do. We do like shoe boxes here in the UK, at Christmas time and things like that. I know there was a lot of things that people here could do for people who were affected by Hurricane Katrina. So yes, it is very muggy here, RJ. Yeah, I'm just a person who likes to welcome everyone, into the Spitfire squad, into this little corner of YouTube. I'm not a very big channel. I like to get on with everyone, I'm technically an entrepreneur. I run my own little businesses from home. And I believe, when you're networking, you have to be positive. There's no point being nasty about other people. So that's why I don't approve of drama on my channel. Plus, I don't want anyone to feel like they can't come here anymore, or and it affects spirits as well. So I really do like to keep it nice and positive here. Okay, I'm not going to tell anyone that they can stay or they have to leave or anything like that. That's not my place to, but I don't want to upset anyone, and people are welcome here. I just don't want to get into the issue where we had people being blocked, people being banned, and people being banned that shouldn't have been banned. Um, this is a positive energy here. I like to keep it positive, and I will say that my mods do a very, very good job. I explain to them who, perhaps be here, it's only to keep it positive. So if anyone has been trying to contact me on FB, Facebook, I'm in the middle of setting up a new account there. So I do apologise if you have been trying to contact me there. But just remember that if you can't contact me there, I am here most nights. It's hot. It is very muggy, and I've closed most of the windows up here as well because of the experiments. I don't want all the bugs coming in again. There's been too many bugs coming in. Okay, I'm a little bit confused with that. Just bear with me one moment. I'm now going to text him and say, you know, I'm trying to get on with my show, so I don't know how long he's going to be watching this film. Because it's very, very loud, and I don't want anyone to think, oh, that's paranormal. No, it's not. It's just Andrew watching a film. Okay, there we go. Well, I've got to get on with my show, you know. Be fair, I don't think it's going to be on for much longer, this film. So, while I'm waiting for finish up and go to bed, finish watching his film, I will talk about some locations that I'm hopefully going to go to very, very soon. I'm also looking to do collaborations with some other paranormal channels. I'm hoping to do some yourself, Kat, at some point. That'll be quite nice. I'm not sure when. Yeah, don't make anyone feel uncomfortable in the chat, otherwise they will take your wrench away for a little while. Lady Spitfire doesn't want anyone to feel uncomfortable. So near where I live, there's a lot of history, and I was reading up a lot of this history earlier. So there's, I think I found wrong phone. Sorry. So I will tell you some history now while we're just waiting for Andrew to get his ass into bed. Okay, so we have in Lincolnshire history and heritage to the Romans, Vikings, Saxons, and Normans. And Lincoln was discovered, the origins in 300 BC. So there's a lot of different trails that you can go on round Lincoln, round the main part of Lincoln. So I'm out in the middle of like nowhere. I'm in a village, you know, connected to Lincolnshire. So I was looking at some things that I could do. So I'm hoping to do a walk around the Brayford because that's got a lot of history, a lot of spookies goings on there. Let me just go back into my chat. So there's a Roman trail that I can go on. I can do a bit of vlogging on my channel, so I haven't done that for a while, because I love history as well. So I want to do paranormal and history on my channel. So I want to do that walk, and then I want to do the trail as well, because I'm really interested in that piece of history as well. Okay. I would I would speak to some of the moderators that are here, barn door. Only because I don't know if you're going to be doing it on your own, if you've got any experience with the paranormal. If you're doing it on your own, I wouldn't suggest it unless you have experience with the paranormal, like ghost box, etc. are like the modern day Ouija board. I just don't recommend it for anyone that, you know, doesn't protect themselves properly. I suggest if you want to communicate with things, do it in a group, make sure that you're well protected. And I have some very good moderators in the chat who will be able to, hello Cheryl, who will be able to explain the best ways of doing that. So as I was waiting for Andrew to actually go to bed, I will carry on telling you what else I'm going to do. Also, there is a ghost tour in Lincoln, in the main bit of Lincoln. So I'm hoping to go on that. Now you have to be there at 7:30 on the dot, because it's just a walking tour. That there's a chap who comes along. He's got a big top hat and a big cloak, and you go around all of the old bits of Lincoln. So obviously I'm going to ask if I can, you know, take any pictures, etc. I probably won't be able to vlog because of, you know, data protection, you know, people. Goodbye. Thank you. There was a troll account. Okay. Thank you for letting me know, Creo. Where was I? Oh yeah, the ghost tour. I really have been wanting to do that for a very long time. He's going to bed now. I've been wanting to do that since I moved to Lincoln, which was about 4 or 5 years ago. Little group, but as I say, you have to be there at 7:30 on the dot. And I just need to see which day is going to be the best for me to do it as well, because obviously my knee's not the best at the moment, and I need to make sure that it's not going to be too much walking, and there's a lot of cobbles, and we have a street called what's that street called? Is it Steep Hill? Okay, we have a nickname for a very like high street in Lincoln, and it's called Steep Hill, and literally it is like that. It's okay going up, but coming down is a bit of difficulty for me at the moment, and I believe that the ghost trail goes along there. Hey James. No one is rude about my moderators. Why did you unban someone? Okay, so he's almost ready, so I can turn on the ghost box soon. I'll do an EMF reading once Andrew has gone to sleep. So also we've got a lot of history with William the Conqueror. I probably pronounced that incorrectly, sorry. There's an awful lot of history going back with Vikings and Romans, so I'm definitely going to do those two trails. I think that'll be quite interesting to do. And then going to the Industrial Revolution and today, we have a lot of history, because a lot of the tanks were made here in Lincoln during World War One. And there is a tank at the Museum of Lincolnshire Life that I want to go to again and do a vlog around that. I was wondering when Samsung was going to pop up again. That troll's been on my ass for ages. They are. Oh well, at least it gives you, people to block tonight. Let me see if I can show you a picture of the... So the tank that we have back here in Lincoln is called Flirt, and that's where she was made, in Lincoln. Good night. Oh, the light. Oh, do you want me to say good night? Excuse me. I need to go and say good night properly. That's a bug, by the way, not an orb. No. I love you. Night. Goodness sake. Oh, well, this is going to be an interesting one, isn't it? Oh, welcome all the trolls. Okay, whatever. I'm sure he would not, so there we go. Some people must be extremely bored. Okay, when all of these little trolls have gone back underneath their little bridge, we can start with a ghost box. But all right, okay. That could have been me just mispronouncing things because I should be blonde again. No disrespect to anyone who's blonde, but yeah, I went red, but I think I should have just stayed blonde. Well, that's hilarious. Someone who's been rude to my mods has only got 9 subscribers. Bless. Okay. Oh, bless. That's quite sweet. Never mind. Okay. So I'm just going to get the EMF reader that I've got at the moment. I've got new equipment coming, so I can do more investigations out, you know, in different parts of Lincoln. Okay, so it was going to be quite an interesting night. Okay, so I'm just going to do some EMF readings around me. It says that it's my computer, etc., you know, giving me a high reading. Okay, so the reading that I've got, the max one tonight, is 327. So that's quite high. So I'm just going to leave that down here for the moment. Trying to bring hatred, negative energy to my channel. Will you please leave now? Otherwise, you will be blocked by moderators. We're here to contact angelic beings. We're not here for anything negative. So if you want to go and do that elsewhere, please feel free to, because you're not welcome within the Spitfire community, not anymore. Energy goes down just a little bit. I won't be turning on that ghost box. So I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend or bank holiday. Yes, I know, RJ. Thank you so much, Kat. We need that positive, you know, energy and the love and light. We need that here. I have a feeling that there are people who don't quite like me. Thank you, James. I feel that sense around me. Thank you, Kat. I don't know, Kat, if LT informed you of what happened to me earlier. I'm not going to mention here, but yeah, I can't stand drama. I can't stand people being mean about each other. I'm very happy to work alongside other paranormal channels. You know, I know I've only been doing this probably since April, paranormal things on my channel. But that was because I was trying to go in a different direction. I was trying to help people with, disabilities and things like that, similar to what I've got. And, to be fair, more people were interested in what was going on around me in my house, like saying things were going on, or sounds, etc. And okay, I'll admit that I'm not always going to sit here behind my computer. I am waiting for some more equipment. Ignore that. That is a tiny, tiny little white fly. Um, they're like little fruit flies, so please go away. Come on, out you go. Okay, they're all around that light. Yeah, you can't get past my moderators at all. Okay, everyone. Is everyone ready for me to turn on the ghost box? Because the reading's now going down considerably now. It's about 88. And I will say that my Wi-Fi box is downstairs, not in here. We made sure when I decided to do the paranormal that the Wi-Fi box was downstairs. I know, like, if my Wi-Fi happens to turn off, for instance, like it has done before, I have to go all the way downstairs and sort it out. Okie dokie. Oh, thank you, Kat. I need to start doing some more cosplay stuff on my channel. And I'm thinking about doing gaming as well, more like for Halloween. There's a couple of collaborations that I'm going to do where I do like the special effects makeup and someone does the gameplay. Let me just see. Hi, Darkwave. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. Oh, thank you, James. Yeah, I am beginning to open up more and more. I'm being very careful how I open up as well. There are probably some of you here that won't understand this, but I am looking at proceeding down the Wiccan path, similar to one of my moderators and now a dear friend of mine, I want to help people and give them positive energy and, help with their channels. I haven't said that before on my channel. I wasn't sure how people would take that. Okay, there's more moths in here. Okay, it's gone over there. Never mind. Sorry, I'm just closing down some programs. because my older phone is actually linked up to the computer, but every time I plug it in, you know, something comes up. I'm looking forward to doing that, Kat, as well. I'm hoping to go and stay at my parents' house at some point, which has a lot of history. I'm not going to say on air what the history is. Email that to you, or actually I'll message it to you. So bear with me. I'm just putting the afterlight box on. Again, I'm not sponsored by any companies that I mention the name of. Oh, do you know what? It's like 18 Celsius here. No, 15. Sorry, I got that wrong. Gerard, are you playing hide and seek again? Oh, brilliant time for my phone to buzz, isn't it? Sorry about that. Okay, Gerard, I'm going to turn on the box in a minute, so if you want to come through and speak, you might be able to speak better. Can all these little flies go away, please? There we are. Sometimes with this program, you can click on it and click on it, doesn't come up, and then it does come up. Managed to work it with a couple of programs at the bottom, going the Hangouts and so I'm going to share the screen now for everyone that's new to my show. Sorry, Kat, I'm pinching your word, show. Okay, when everyone's ready, I will turn on the spirit box. So everyone in the chat, if you want to type out what you hear, what I tend to do is I tend to either close my eyes, try and listen for myself, or I try and write down what I hear. Okay. Okay, I'm going to turn on the spirit box now. There's a fly trying to do the backstroke in my drink. I'm sorry, fly. Good evening, spirits. Are there any spirits here who would like to communicate with me and my friends? What's been discovered, spirits? Can you tell me? Spirits, who were the 23 villagers? Do you mind telling me? Is there a spirit called April? Or did something happen in April? Okay, spirits, if you can repeat what you said, I didn't quite catch that. Okay, spirits, I'm still listening. Spirit, did you have feelings for someone? The feelings received back? Okay, we're here to only communicate with angelic beings. Anything negative, my spirit guides will take you away. I'm asking for all of the positive and angelic light to come through now, please. Am I speaking with Monica? To come forward.
That heartbeat material ourselves.
Did you have to join the army and leave Monica behind?
But the beginning.
Spirits, can you explain any more? Okay, thank you, LT. Was Monica Wath? Can you tell me any more, spirits? The feeling I'm getting is she was perhaps a plotter in the war rooms. Right, okay, that makes sense. Spirit, are you trying to find Monica? Okay, spirits, can one of you talk at a time, please? Otherwise, I won't be able to. What you're saying. Who was scrambled? What do you mean by world spirits? Did you wave off Monica? Spirit, did you have a mistress as well? Ignore that noise in the background, that's just sound you're getting up. Where you were fighter pilot with the Lancasters. Clearly Lancaster. Spirit, were you part of 6? Did you come back from a raid to see a sunrise, Spirit? Speaking to Peter. Are you talking about someone in the chat now? Can you tell me any more, Spirit? Can you let the female step forward? The one that said warning. She's able to. Spirit, were names put on a board? Spirits, can you tell me what year it is? Can you repeat that, Spirits? What year is it? Spirit, what does AI mean?
With Prozac.
Spirits, what are you recording? Did you lose a friend as well? Okay, thank you for talking with me, spirits. Thank you for talking with me. Okay, so the reason why I've turned it off there is, because I was really finding it hard to the end of that session to get the spirits, to kind of respond to me. It sounded more like they were talking to each other, like they were still carrying on with, duties that they were doing. Thank you, LT, for some things that you picked up. It does make sense for where I am at the moment, all of that. I know we've had World War II pilots come through before, and obviously from that time period as well. So I will stop sharing my screen for one moment. There we go. So I just noticed how many thumbs up to thumbs down that I've got. I'm just going to put this one out here. It doesn't matter how many thumbs up or thumbs down I get. A thumbs down is still like a thumbs up. You still acknowledged one of my live streams. So it honestly doesn't bother me. A lot of you went very quiet during that session, so I don't know what everyone was picking up. It'll be very interesting to see what everyone was picking up, because LT responded with some good things. I will definitely go through and listen to everything again myself. So LT kind of picked up that there were two spirits that were perhaps stationed together during the Second World War, and there was a plane that was scrambled. It's probably a fun fact that no one knew in the chat that during the Second World War, it wasn't just male pilots. They had females flying the Spitfires back and forth to different bases as well. And I've only found that out probably in the last year or two, that the females did that as well. They flew the Spitfires. But I heard Lancaster come through, and that's quite relevant for where I'm living now. So did anyone else pick anything up? She could have possibly been WAF, which is REF as well. She could have been a driver. She could have even been a plotter. So my great aunts, which are my granny sisters, they each did something for the war effort during the Second World War. So we had land army, we had navy driver, RAF, I think driver as well, and plotter, and with the ACAX. So that was army. So we had like 4 different, females doing their bit for the war effort. I actually have a picture as well that I probably won't show on a live stream yet. I have to find out from family if that is okay, but LT, who's here in the chat now, has actually seen the picture. And you sense that one of the answers around me now. Please don't ask me to name them because, you know, I'm not brilliant with names. If there's anyone here who would like to join in on the panel, please let me know. I am still live, aren't I? That was quite a good EVP session, that one, especially being number one. Yeah, I'm trying to think who that one is. I can picture, and to be fair, all of these great aunts look very like me. We all look very like each other on my granny's side of the family, on my mum's side. Look a little bit like each other on the Spanish side, but more on the English side, on my mum's side. I have to find out where she was stationed, because I know one of them was stationed not that far away from here in Lincolnshire. Two were actually. So sometimes we also get First World War coming through as well. There is a hotel that was originally private residency, and during the First World War it became like an officer's word for it. It was a military hospital, but it was more for like officers to go and recuperate, I think is the right word. So we've had some of them come through on the ghost box. Like I say, you know, I don't always know what's going to come up on the spirit box. In a minute, I'm actually going to turn off the light. Let's just see. I'm just going to see if these moths will go out of here. So I'm looking at getting night vision cameras, etc. I'm hoping to save up and get new bits of equipment, you know, every other sort of month for my channel. And as I say, I'm trying to do collaborations with other channels as well. I know I seem to get a lot of military coming through. I just think it is where I am. You know, let me just check this chat. Sorry, I'm going to have to go out on my phone and come back in with the chat, because sometimes it actually freezes. And I miss bits in the chat. Sorry about that. So I'm just wondering if anyone is seeing anything behind me at the moment. Ignore the moths and everything, I will say, when it's a moth. There's quite a lot in here because I've had the windows open all day. Actually, I will do an EMF reading again. So it has dramatically gone down from the 327 that we had. That came up before. So I'm just going to shut this door a little bit. So on here, I know it seems a bit bizarre, but I've actually got this on here, and the windows are closed. because LT is seen of a mist figure here. There's a big moth on that door that might follow me. So it shifted a little bit. It's gone like down to 60, the EMF reading. Let's see how we're going with this little candle. So again, for any of the younger viewers that we've got tonight watching, don't ever leave candles unattended, during an investigation or anything like that. Make sure that you've got a responsible adult with you. I'm only blowing that out for the moment because I want to let that wax, harden a little bit so we can put another candle in. I'm going to start making my own candles as well. So I'm going to be growing my own sage. It's going to look a lot better when I start getting night vision and things like that. So I sense this, even though we've had people coming in here trolling and stuff like that tonight, I still sense it's very positive. Right. So that is just me there. When I have another candle and you can't see my arm as much. I'm going to listen out to see if we can hear Gerald or anyone else, because I sense that every time I'm talking at the moment, like James said, with his guardians being here, or was it guardian? It might have been guardian, that it's like whispering, but it sounds like a group whispering, like very eager whispering, like they don't want to be heard. There's an awful lot of confused bugs in here at the moment. There's a lot of tiny, tiny little flies. I don't know if anyone can explain why they're in here. Okay, so I'm going to call out to Gerard. So to those who are subscribed, he's a grounded spirit here. He doesn't know that he's passed over. He's a child spirit as well. He's about 4 to 5 years old. Blonde, mousy coloured hair. He's very, very fond of me. Fondish of Andrew, but more fond of me. Just scanning behind me. Moths, sorry. Gerard? Are you playing hide and seek again? Gerald, can you copy me? I'm going to clap my hands, and if you want to copy me and play along. So I'm just going to take a picture for one moment. Okay. Did you, Kat? I'm going to send a picture to LT, and if anyone else wants to see it, but I can kind of make something out on that back wall, and the only time I can ever capture it properly is by taking a still photo. Please ignore those moths. Okay, that was just my stomach then. I definitely get the feeling that since these houses were built, that room has kind of been a spare room, and the one where I sleep. Did anyone hear that? I don't know. I'll have to check the temperature of what it was today, just to make sure that it's not the house, you know. Okay, there we go. Let's get another candle lit. And then I'll turn the ghost box on again. I do definitely hear like whispering. How Here you go. Be careful with matches, everyone. That one was a bit of a dodgy one, that match. There we go, that one's better. So I always make sure that I get the safety ones, but sometimes I don't like to properly. Okay, so I'm going to put that light back on. As I'm going to be doing another spirit box session. Whoever's still here in the chat, if you want to say if you can hear anything in the background, because I'm hearing like really weird whispering, and Andrew has said before he's heard whispering out in the garden, and it's been really late at night and everyone's been asleep in our street. It's just been that whispering, like people trying to keep something quite secret, that sort of whispering, and he's heard whispering in the corridor. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna set up little cameras all over the house, locked cameras. I'm gonna get some marbles as well for here, and leave some experiments out. I know some of mine might seem quite primitive, you know, to some of you who paranormal longer than me. I'm kind of only starting out, so you have to bear with me. Okay, I'll try that when I take a picture. To be fair, I'm only taking it off my phone, so that could be why. So when everyone's ready, I will put that spirit box back on. Spirits, who was scrambled?
All of these,
Did one of those spirits just say chloroform? I'm only here to contact angelic beings. So anything negative, my guardians will take you off now. So let the positive and angelic spirits come through. Anything negative, can you now leave? I'm not going to communicate with you. Thank you, spirits. Spirits, what are you trying to tell me? What's a trick, spirit? Spirits, how many spirits are with me now? Spirits, who keeps whispering? Am I talking to the same spirit? What stigma spirit can you explain? Was something taken away from you? Are there two spirits here with me in my house?
Fields, perhaps. Deep down. Thanks for all of that. Treat parsing.
Spirit.
I can teach you on its operation.
What can you teach? Am I speaking with Peggy? About okay, can one spirit come through at one time, please?
causes you to suffer.
Okay, there's a spirit there shushing another spirit. Can you respect that spirit? Are you the spirit who bangs in my house? Get my attention.
Every Saturday.
We ponder.
Spirit, is that initial of your first name or of your surname? Sorry, that was my phone vibrating.
I feel so distant.
That's the good.
And then you come to a start.
Of your choice. Our thoughts first.
Spirit, are you talking about your coffin? So it was one of your foes' coffin. Did anyone hear that? You might not heard that, but there was a loud bang behind me. That's why I need more speakers.
And it says,
Spirit coming from where? Can you explain that one for me?
which is
Spirit, did you have some involvement with the bank? Did you have something hidden within The bank. Out. Was it me or did anyone else hear like a foghorn? Spirit, was there something to do with the fog? Spirits, was there an incident with a plane? Or was there an incident with a car? Is Bridget here with us? Okay, I'm sure I just heard cheering somewhere. Spirits, what are you celebrating? Why were you cheering just then? Did you have involvement with magic?
Receive. Bye. Good.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Kat and Amanda, for joining. Did you have to run from something? Did you have to run away from your master? Spirits, you don't have to be scared anymore. I mean you no harm.
And we know.
Spirit, were you mistreated by your master?
Go.
Were you treated like dirt, Spirit? You don't have to feel You don't have to feel scared anymore.
I am for
Spirit, what do you mean by cement? Can you explain? Did something happen to your legs? Were they cemented, Spirit?
the wisdom of God. Need is for lights. Yeah.
Play games.
Spirit, who's playing games? Spirits, what instruments do you like playing?
Important.
What's important, Spirit? Can you tell me? Hey, Simple Joys. Have you got an important message for me, Spirits? Thank you, Spirits, for speaking with me. Thank you. So, the reason why I've stopped it there is because, again, I don't want to push the spirits too much. And thank you, Simple Joys, for joining. I just want to say, I know Kat's not here, but thank you for the kind words. And thank you to everyone who's been here and been so positive tonight. I know we got off to a little bit of a rocky start, you know, and I've noticed, you know, something tonight about the thumbs up and thumbs down. It really doesn't bother me, but really 20 thumbs down, really. Yeah, I could hear music in the background, LT, just like the piano again. And I could hear cheering as well. Okay, I'm just checking some of that chat. My boiler's just come on. I don't know why. It's probably heating the water for, you know, later on today. But that noise in the background is definitely my boiler going. I don't know who's here and who's not here. I know there's quite a lot of people that are lurking in the chat. Noises in the background. I'm not quite sure if they are footsteps. It could possibly be next door. I will have to listen to that because it was quite a lot of footsteps. And it sounded like it was coming from the other side of my office. So I will have to have a good listen to that one. Not quite sure what that noise is now. So again, I'll have to have a lesson myself, you know, because if there's anything I need to debunk, I will straight away. You know that I like to debunk things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off this light for a little bit. And just have a little listen, everyone. I believe that loud bang is my boiler. Can anyone else hear anything apart from my boiler in the background? Do you know why I feel like I can hear footsteps from behind me? I'm not 100% sure though, because the boilers come on at the same time. Might just be my boiler. I will go and check that program. I think it's just trying to heat the water for today, to be fair. I'll definitely go over this footage again and listen to it, because I have a sneaky feeling that it's nothing paranormal. It's something I can explain, like my boiler. That's definitely my boiler. And I tend to get a good, you know, sense when like a spirit is around me. Okay, just to let everyone know before I turn on the ghost box, probably for the last time tonight, you know, or depending on how the spirits are, I don't want to push in too much. I'm actually not going to be here. Okay, that's a bug. We can debunk that one straight away. There's loads of moths in here. I can't get rid of them. I won't be here this weekend. I believe I'm going to the in-laws on Thursday. Now I'm going to see if I can get good internet signal there, because if I can, I'm going to try and do some EVP sessions, which are going to be quite short. I think that's just my boiler, to be fair, which are going to be quite short. I might just pre-record them and then upload them onto my channel. I'll have to see, you know, how strong the internet signal is, because my in-laws is in the middle of nowhere as well. And I always struggle with doing live, you know, shows there. I have for a little while, but I would like to try and do one if I can, because I believe there's some energy there. I've picked up some stuff in the past, but if I can do a spirit box session with another program that I used to use, that will be brilliant. You know, because as I said, I want to go to different locations as much as I can, you know, to do spirit box sessions, EMF readings, different experiments. Sorry, my tummy's gurgling again. Let me just turn this back on. Sorry, everyone. So yeah, I'll be back on the Sunday. So I'll be getting back about, I think, afternoon time on Sunday. So I'll definitely be doing another session. Just check the chat. Yeah, see, I think there was an accordion in the background, and I think the letters were like notes. Probably the only, yeah. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I probably won't do another EVP session, only because I kind of feel like we might not get a lot coming through. And to be fair, I don't want to push spirits when they haven't got much energy, because I will be back, you know, to do tomorrow. So if everyone's up for that, I'll be here again doing another session. I have to see, you know, I told you there's lots of moths in here. I'll have to see if I'm actually going to be doing a session, probably early hours of Thursday morning. I might not, only because I've got to get everything ready to go to my in-laws. I've got quite a few bits to take. I'm hoping to do some pre-recorded videos while I'm away. You know, I'm looking at doing some travel vlog stuff actually. I don't know, I'll have to see obviously what the in-laws have got in mind for definitely I'll be back streaming tomorrow. I'm going to try and do some more experiments. To be fair, in the day I'm going to try and do some private EVP sessions using there's an awful lot of moss in here. Moss. Yeah, using some like sound effects, which would be quite cool to do. Just catching up with this chat. Sorry. I'm just going to put this out here. Anything drama related, when it's, you know, a topic of paranormal, in the chat, if it's not related to the paranormal, or, you know, saying some ideas or anything like that, yes, it's likely to be taken away by the moderators. I've got some more moderators, and I will be going through a few things, you know, on my channel. I just want to keep it a positive place for everyone. I'm not into all of this drama, and I have sense, because, you know, I don't allow it on my channel, that people think that they can just try and put loads of thumbs down. And it's very unusual that I know there were a lot of odd accounts coming in at the beginning and we didn't really react to it, but I'm honestly not about the drama. So if that's what you are here for or subscribed to my channel for, drama, you're kind of in the wrong place. You might want to unsubscribe, because I think it might be a bit boring for you, because I'm more about the paranormal and, you know, history and stuff like that. I will be doing more history things on my channel. I'm going to try and bring some stories up, you know, true events, facts, to Lincoln, where I live. Yeah, that's true. It's just, I've never had that weird balance before of negative and positive. It just seems very, very odd. It does. So what I'm going to do is probably end the session now, just because I feel that I'm not probably going to get a lot coming through on the spirit box. Plus, I'm going to do some, hopefully, private sessions, all depending on how I feel. Yeah, I know that they're sad little people. In about 15 minutes, I'm going to come back, and I'm not going to be talking about paranormal. I'm going to be talking about a few things, like obviously what's coming to my channel. So if anyone wants to join me in about 15 minutes time, and also this is a chance for things that aren't related to the paranormal to be, you know, spoken about. Anything negative, I don't want in the chat at all. But just a few things are bugging me at the moment. If you pardon the pun there, and I just want to talk to all of my lovely subscribers that are here, and just about some other things coming to my channel now for the autumn, and obviously into next year, and some projects that I've got, you know, with some other channels. So if anyone is up for that, I will be back. Yeah, I probably will. Thank you, Creo. Yeah. I just need to sort myself out, that's all. But thank you everyone for joining me. As I say, I'm going to be back in about 15 minutes. I'm probably going to go and make myself another cup of tea. That's okay, that's understandable. I know not everyone's going to be able to sit at their computer or on their phone all night. I understand that, but I just need to get a few things, you know, out in the open, but this is not the right stream. Okay, I will see everyone real soon. Bye.